Oh, 56 hard in the wall. Looks like we're gonna stay green. Oh,
they got a spin.
95 around, 33 hard into the inside wall.
Oh, they're wrecking up front. 93, Ricky Johnson's around, collects a 30, the 59, the 30, I already said the 30. Oh,
They're still wrecking.
Oh my god, the 22 of Jason San Diego, damn it. Oh my word.
Turn 3 and 4.
Side, they fly through turn 3 and 4.
That's 66 now. Oh, they're 3 wide.
Oh, no, who's
3.
there?
I don't know, they're 3 wide through the tri-oval. Give it to Feld there at the yellow flag. For the lead, the 77 goes to the inside, doesn't have the run there. Goes back outside, he's going to try to have the momentum through turns 3 and 4. Peaks to the inside, it's going to be a drag race down the front straightaways. Callum rolls around.
It's going to be at the line, it's so close. Marslack wins it.
Don't think. Oh, he got really close. He's going to look to the inside. Oh, they make contact. Oh my god! Joseph Weaver! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to JTN's presentation of the United States Online Racing League Red Bull Cup Series here from beautiful Mansfield Motor Speedway in Ohio. As always, I'm your host, Joe Twansky. Tonight, alongside me will be Tommy Bordeaux. Currently, Tommy is on a chartered flight here to Mansfield, middle of Ohio, so, you know, it's a little difficult to get out to the middle of Ohio, but we'll deal with that as we go. Again, I'm Joe Twansky here with you for tonight's presentation of JTN here at Mansfield. I'm going to get right into it, folks. Happy hour has about, say 8 minutes left, and we'll get you a look at the racetrack and talk about some of the keys to the race. But first, I'm going to take you through our starting lineup tonight. On pole, it's going to be the number 42 machine of William Page. On his outside, in second, it's going to be Jeff Dixon. Third is going to be Jack Healy. Fourth, Garrett Sidner in the number 16. Fifth, I saw him in the chat, Trey Coleman, his beautiful number 8 car. Sixth, making his first start this season in the United States Online Racing League Red Bull Cup Series, Randall Coleman in the 25. 7th, it's going to be the 7 of Cam Barnes. 7-7. Maybe that bodes well for Mr. Cam Barnes. 8th is going to be the 28 of Austin Hakes. 9th is going to be the 12 of Cal Laval. 10th, it's going to be the 54 of a fan favorite, Huang Do. 11th, the 3-car of Noah Joyce, our winner last week in the Verizon 250. 12th in the field is going to be the 51 of Matthew Steelman. Matt Steelman, as he's affectionately called. 13th is going to be Zach Krastowski, his number 1 car. Always a beautiful Chevy Camaro there for Zach. 14th is going to be the 18 of Ray Tustin. 15th, the 4 of Steven Merzlak. Many of you know him from Steven Merzlak Designs on Twitter. 16th, the 49 of John Peterson. Thank you again to John and all of Ingram Peterson Autosport for their continued support of the United States Online Race League and TWV. In 17th, it's going to be the 13 of Austin Spencer. 18th, it's going to be the 11 car of Antonio Ruiz. Rolling off in 18th. 19th, the 99 of Jesse Dalton. 20th is going to be making his first start on the year, Joey Stefano in the number 14 High Point machine. We got 2 High Point machines tonight. Thank you to High Point for the continued support of the United States Online Racing League. You know, Dewey Schramm rolls off in 21st rather, excuse me, in the number 9 car. 22nd is going to be the 23 of Darren Ingram. 23rd, the first guy not making a time tonight is Davey Hazard in his number 75 Martini machine. 24th, fan favorite and JTN favorite, Mikey Murata in the 55 Napa car. You just saw him go by on your screen. In 25th is going to be the 66 DJ Harris making his first start on the year. And lining up shotgun on the field, it's the number 2 car of Sean Whitehill. 26 drivers tonight here, one short of last week's fantastic turnout at Daytona, and we hope for another fantastic turnout here on JTN tonight. As always, again, I'm your host, Joe Twansky. Tommy Bordeaux will be joining me later on in the broadcast this evening, and it's going to be a fun show nonetheless. Let's get you a look right now. Here you see that 8-car DQ machine of Trey Coleman. Saw him in the chat. He definitely doesn't want to get DQ'd tonight. His spectator cam is going to give you a great view of this track. It's a short track, half-mile, great speedway here in Ohio that's going to provide some really unique racing. I think that's the best way to put it. Talking with a lot of guys in the garage before the race, they feel like there's not going to be too many opportunities to pass. But it's definitely something we're going to watch throughout the evening, if guys can kind of figure out a way to pass throughout the night. It's kind of a one-groove racetrack. Jeff Dixon here in his number 15 Exalta machine. That's a beautiful Jeff Gordon-looking car. Jeff and Jeff, maybe that's the winning combo tonight, but that 15 car was really fast throughout practice earlier this evening. There, you see it on your screen. Looking fantastic out there, Jeff. There's 7th place starter in the 7 car, Cam Barnes, Quick Lane Motorcraft machine. The 14 Joey Stefani right in front of him. He's got a JTN sticker on the back. Appreciate Joey putting that beautiful JTN sticker on. We always love the support we get from all these drivers. There you see Joey making his first start on the year. Chase Briscoe-esque colors there. Steven Merzlak in his 1-cubit machine. He won the championship last season at Homestead in this paint scheme. Looking to follow that up here with a win at Mansfield tonight. You'll see the practice results also coming across your screen. Here's a gaggle of cars. This might be the best way to give you a look. There's Davey Hazard. This is gonna be what we're gonna see tonight. It's gonna be it's gonna be difficult for guys to pass. Needless to say, not a lot of passing lanes. Ooh, you see William Page, our pole sitter, going around there. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult to pass. I think that's gonna be a key. Obviously, you would think that guys would be out there racing the oh, we're gonna bump and run at short track racing action, but not necessarily tonight. And we'll see that. We'll see how close these guys are willing really to get to each other, next to each other. Gordo, that's right, it is your favorite track. Mansfield, it's a beautiful track. I remember countless nights racing here with the Splash and Go, like 2004, 2005 mod. It's just, this can be a really fun track, but sometimes fun tracks don't necessarily make for the best online racing, and we'll, again, look at that throughout the night, and this is going to be a great microcosm, kind of sim racing, online racing. I probably didn't use that word right. I'm, again, not an English major. Oh, Davey. We'll see with these cameras. There's some cameras here. You see Ray Tustin and Z-Line Designs machine. Looking good out there. Wisconsin currently running the score up on the University. Yo. Love it as a U of M student. Having a fun time tonight. That's what we're going to do here at Mansfield. Short track racing action on JTN. Appreciate everyone tuning in for the start of this thing. Make sure you stick around throughout the night. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Share it with your dog. Bristol, our producer here, he loves to see the puppers tuning in as he's working hard on the cameras tonight. Providing you some great angles of the racing action. Kind of hard to set up cameras here at Mansfield, so we'll try to get you the best looks we can. Again, we got that choose cone rule again tonight here, so that'll be something to keep an eye on as well. Again, you kind of want that middle line, so leader always has an advantage here at USORL with the way restarts go, so guys will probably try to bully each other to try to take away that preferred line through the corners. There's Trey Coleman again in this DQ machine. Last week's winner, Noah Joyce, you heard from him in post-race interviews. He was shocked. I think he was shocked that he won that race going around here. Sorry, Noah, but hey, you already won a race. Don't have to worry about that, as it looks like we're going to be getting ready for green flag racing action here. We are happy hour. Drivers. Over now. Drivers being called to their racing vehicles. on track, populating the grid that's in the banking. Oh, Gordo, can't say that in the chat. The fans filling the stands here. Beautiful JTN logos. Raise Energy up on that scoreboard into the top right. I noticed some questions post race at Daytona last week. These tracks are all league specific, so the only way to get them is to sign up and race here at the United States Online Racing League. Here's the command to start the engines. Everyone firing them up. Looks like outside pole sitter. Not on the grid here. Watch. Looks like we're gonna reset. 1 second here.
Drivers to your.
Get to hear another beautiful. There we go. Should be good to go now. Again, this is the second opportunity for these guys to lock themselves into the playoffs at the end of the season. All 10 of those races being broadcast live here on JTN.
Drivers, start your engines.
If they get going this time. Like the guy they were waiting on just got back into the server, so we will see. Get back going. It's like they will go ahead and try to start this thing this way. Field making its way into turns 3 and 4 for the start of this race. 200 laps tonight here at Mansfield. William Page and Garrett Sidner on the front row. Green flag, and we're racing here at Mansfield. Already throughout the pack, there you see Randall Coleman stuck on the outside. Something to watch. We go back to the lead, though. Garrett Sidner trying to make a pass to the inside of William Page. Page doing a good job of holding that middle line. Sidner washes up the track a little bit through the center. Oh, he's right there on the bumper. Almost makes contact. So Sidner going to settle into second place here. He's got Healy right behind him. Trey Coleman right there in fourth as Cam Barnes now look to the inside coming off turn 4. Trey does the smart thing, lets Cam on by. He'll look back to the inside here for a second, doesn't have the momentum. See Austin Hakes and his baloney pony Sarah Lee machine. Look at that beautiful car. Nice and bright yellow. Galaval looking to the inside of Randall Coleman here for position. Randall has a JTN logo on his car. Appreciate that, Randall, and his auto owner's machine. This Cal's going to make the pass going down here into turn 1. He does it. Steelman looking to the inside of Huang Zhou here. I am very surprised how well these guys are doing right now. Ooh, Steelman, buddy. Big loose down there on the bottom. Gets it back going. Huston clearing Noah Joyce. Joyce is to the inside of Krastowski trying to make a move here. Like, we're pretty single file throughout the pack right now. Working lap 8 now. Or lap 9, rather. And that ticker is going to be, those lap numbers are going to be a little bit off, so we're going to try to keep our best eye on it as possible. Down to lap 9. Or 10, it's one of those. Oh, it looks like Joey Stefanu blown up on the apron. Not the way you want to start this thing. Looks like he's already taken it back to the garage. As William Page trying to extend his lead here. Top 3 have really broken away from the rest of the field. Oh, the Culver's machine. That of Austin Spencer slow on track. Still green, though. Way up the tracks, the 99. Jesse Dalton. 13, Culver's car of Austin Spencer going to come down to pit road again. William Page still your leader here. These guys have to start getting worried. The leaders are starting to close in throughout the pack. Davey Hazard making slow work of the field right now. I figured that 75 car would make some more moves. Again, you can hear more from Davey on the Fake Racers podcast every week here on JTN. We'll also talk about the United States Online Racing League during the Fake Racers podcast. And this week episode, we'll talk about the 2021 NASCAR Cup Series schedule. And we'll also talk a little bit about the Xfinity Series schedule, which mirrors the Cup schedule heavily throughout the season. See Tustin getting passed by Noah Joyce on the outside. It looks Joyce should have the momentum. Tustin a little loose there. Coming off the corner, Zach Krastowski now looking to the inside, or outside rather. Like Tustin might be able to pull this position. Maybe not. Zach holding firm there on his outside. Really got close through the center of the corner, trying to bog down that 18 car. So he can't open up the wheel coming off the corner and collect some of that speed. We're flying, clicking off these laps here. Get you up to our leader in a second because it looks like William Page is starting to come up on lap traffic. Austin now facing a challenge from Steven Merzlak, defending series champion. It's like the 66 out of DJ Harris looks in his Dollar General machine back here made a pass, and we got a crash in the game, so apologize for that. We'll be right back here on JTN. Alright, we should be back here on JTN getting everything booted back up really quickly. Apologies for that. Sometimes the game crashes, you know? It's an old game. We'll get action here. Hopefully we didn't miss anything. You're watching it with me. It's only me. Not what you like to see early on in these races. It looks like
Drivers to your car.
and it looks like we're under caution. I have no idea what we're under caution for. I'm still collecting information. Pit road open this time by. What an unfortunate time. Catch a yellow. Of course. Everyone coming to pit road here. All coming down the back straightaway. That's William Page out front right now. It also looks like their pit stalls probably won't populate the grid since we came in after everybody. So apologies for that. You're not going to be able to see the pit stalls. But just know that these guys are coming down to the correct crews. They got their stalls. They see their guys. Page coming down into his stall at the front of the field here. Austin Spencer staying out. Jeff Dixon, he also fell out of the play. On board. See the race off of pit road. Healy's going to come off second. Oh, no, maybe not. Garrett Sidner. Yeah, he just... Oof. Gaggle of cars here. And we'll have the choose cone on the front straightaway. Oh, William Page. Tough. Well, maybe not tough break. Speeding on pit road. That's going to send him to the back. He's going to have his work cut out for him here. Or yellow. Get that yellow flag graphic up there. Oh, Austin Hakes also having to come to pit road. Let's see if we're choosing this time by. Would not appear so. So we're going to go another 2 laps here under yellow. And thank you so much for tuning in with us here at JTN. Again, apologies for those technical difficulties that we had there. If you haven't already, make sure you hit like on the video. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed here to us at the JoeTowNetwork, JTN. on YouTube, head over to our Facebook page, give us a like over there, and it looks like we're choosing. There you'll see. So Healy takes the bottom. Sidner. Randall got really close there in that 25 car, hitting the choose cone. Like a lot of guys taking the outside. There's Sean Whitehill kind of getting forced to take the bottom. Jeff Dixon runs over the cone. He can't do that. Back here. So Healy control on this restart. On lap number 26, coming to 27 here in this race. 200 laps, it's still a long way to go, just over 10% done. Coming to the restart zone. Green flags back out here at Mansfield. Big bump there from the 8 car to the back of the 77 of Healy. Got trash on the back. Actually looks like I'm going to try to do it again, unless we got a big wreck. Oh, and we got a wreck. It's the 2 car, Sean Whitehill. See if that means, it looks like we're actually we're gonna try to restart here. So the 1 car spin. Try to reset here. It's next time by the line. Unless they're gonna count this as a caution. Actually, it looks like they are, so we're gonna get you a replay real quick. Pick out our fetching replay this time to date. See what happens with the 2 car Whitehill. Beautiful looking Dickey's machine. Oh! Here you'll see it. Just a huge checkup on the restart. Everyone just running into the back of each other, and Whitehill gets the worst of it. Hazard also involved. It's coming to pit road this time. One more. The one rough thing about doing this up here by myself is gotta make sure we don't miss the racing action. Alright, so here you see it again. We're watching Whitehill. Big checkup in front. And just guys running into the back of each other. They see green on their chat. They just decide to keep running. Sometimes, you know, boys, you gotta... chomp, chomp, Ryan. Chomp, chomp. Sometimes you gotta look in front of you. You gotta make sure that the guys in front of you are going. Definitely probably something very frustrating for all those guys involved there. We'll see if we're choosing this time, and it doesn't look to be so we'll probably choose next time by. So 2 more laps under caution here. Jack Healy getting some time out front for that waste management machine. Gives me an opportunity to mention, check out the JTN merch store for all your great JTN merch. Great way to support us here at JTN if you have the means to do so, and you get some great merchandise for really soft t-shirts, and we got some new stuff coming here in the next month or so. Choose cone time. Randall Coleman taking the bottom. Wong Do, Noah Joyce. A lot of guys, again, taking the top here. William Page starting to work his way up. He had to start at the back there that last time. And does a good job. Now he's going to hopefully get back up. Mikey Murata, shotgun on the field once again here. So Healy's going to lead him back to the line for another restart. We're going to try this again. Hopefully they don't jumble themselves up and cause another incident on this one here. Working lap number 31, coming to 32. Cars coming to the restart zone. Green flag, we're racing once again at Mansfield. Healy doing a great job getting up, blocking that outside line, and he's out front. Good, clean restart here. Like Trey Coleman trying to get up in front of the 16 of Sidner here for second. That's where the battle is on track right now, and Coleman's going to clear him coming off 2. Oh, maybe not. Sidner battling back on the outside here, down in turns 3 and 4. He's going to fall in line and look to the inside now with Coleman. He's there to the inside going down to turn 1. It's Sidner in the 16. New team for him this year in that Crunchyroll Toyota. They're side by side down the back straightaway for second. Still side by side. Oh, Sidner drifting up the track. Cal Laval now coming into the picture. Oh, really close there, boys. Really close. Coleman's going to pull him on exit. Laval all over the back bumper of the 16 of Sidner. So this looks like it's going to work itself out here for the time being. Trey Coleman up to second. Cal Laval now. Looks to have a little momentum there. Went back off. See Huang Do here in the 54, but right now Steven Merzlak trying to get to the inside and pass this 3-car Noah Joyce. Noah Joyce with all the momentum in the world right now after winning last week at Daytona. Looks like Merzlak might be able to, if he sent it in there a little more, he might have been able to clear that 3-car, but the 3 of Joyce going to have all the momentum on the outside. Never would I ever think momentum would be such a big deal at a short track, but hey, it is with these cars here in the United States Online Racing League. Still side by side for position here. These two continuing. Merzlak and Joyce continuing to go at it for position on the track. This is crazy. I don't know how these guys are holding this. Merzlak still trying to clear him. He just can't. Can't get it done. I go back up to the lead. It looks like Trey Coleman was making a jump, and Merzlak finally gets the pass done. We'll look back here. Nard's car, Darren Ingram in this 23, kind of at 66. So I want it real quick. DJ Harris in this 66 car, really fast in practice. Started all the way at the back of the field. Looks like he's the biggest mover so far in this race, but William Page started out front. He had to go to the back on that 2 restarts ago when they came down pit road with a speeding penalty. So Page tried to make up time. He's going to try to follow this fast 66 up through here. Oh, Ingram really loose on the bottom. Oh, he cuts off the 66 of DJ. Oh, they made contact. 66 of Harris all the way up the track into the wall. Hazard now looking to this inside, trying to capitalize on position. This 23 car might be holding up the train a little bit. Darren Ingram trying to get his momentum back here. Page now look at the inside. Teammates here battling for position. It's the 11th spot on track. Oh, and we got a caution. Around goes the 23. Bringing out our 3rd yellow of the night. It's your replay. Alright, so teammates side by side going into the corner. Not what you want to see if you're the owner. 23 just gets really loose. Contact with the 7 sends him back into that outside wall. Doesn't look to be too much damage on that 23 Knopf Menard's machine of Darren Ingram. So, looks okay in that Ingram Peterson Autosport machine. Get one look. Kind of just, again, this is what these drivers are going to be dealing with throughout the night. With the conditions of this racetrack. Basically, it gets loose in a weird spot, right? It's going to get loose about 3/4 of the way through the set of corners. So, like, halfway through turn 2, halfway through turn 4. Again, just a tough break for everyone involved there. Ingram getting loose here on lap 44. Cars coming off pit road. Healy's going to get out first. Davey Hazard with a strategy call there. He's going to get up into second. Number 75 machine. Davey again on the Fake Racers podcast. Make sure you check it out here on JTN. Really got 6 episodes up talking about the last 3 or 4 weeks of the NASCAR season. Also talking silly season stuff. Our opinions on different moves throughout the year. And it's a lot of fun. We'll talk schedule this week here on the Fake Racers podcast. So make sure you check it out. Like, you should check out everything else here on JTN. Like, we'll be choosing next time by. I believe so. I believe it's moderate damage. Actually, let me give it a quick look. Yes, it is. It is moderate damage. track. Be choosing this time by. A lot of Toyotas up towards the front. Remember, you just can't hit that orange box in the center of that choose cone, so if you hit those little orange markers, you're okay. I think we saw the 20, 25. Oh, Sean, you gotta go to the back, buddy. Oh, you're already at the back. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. We're about a quarter of the way through the race after this next time by. Jack Healy's going to have control of another restart here. We'll see what he does in this waste management number 77 machine into the restart zone. Green flag, we're back racing at Mansfield. We're going to see how 2 tires works, too, for the 75 at hazard. See what kind of speed this Martini Haviland machine has. Oh, Healy really loose off of turn 4. Hazard's going to have all kinds of momentum going down into turn 1. He's going to look on the outside, try to get that momentum back. And Healy, though, recovering very well to keep the lead here. Healy out front in the 77 car. Great job by this waste management crew, putting a great setup under this car. Looking really fast here tonight. Austin Hakes making a pass on Randall Coleman there for position. Hakes restarted third here, so actually he's been dropping back. You see that 42 car, William Page, that red car on the outside there of the 4. Oh, looks like he might have made contact with the wall there coming off turn 4. It's okay, though. Moderate damage. A little bit of scuffing of the wall isn't too big of an issue, so should be A-okay here. Oh, really loose there for the 42. He washes up the track. He's going to lose 5 or so positions here. Look back at him. Page just really struggling to make his way through traffic right now. That car looked really fast when it was out front, though. Back out front. Ray Tustin going a lap down here. I believe. Now Laval all over the back bumper of Davey Hazard as they go down in turn 3, trying to make the pass for second. Now doing a great job kind of wrapping that apron here. You gotta do that on the bottom. The bottom is not the preferred way to round, but it's the only way you're gonna be able to make a pass because guys are just gonna go to the middle. Try to hold their line. Cal not clear here off of turn 4. He sends it in here, which he does. He's gonna be clear. He washes up in front of Hazard. Hazard has an opportunity to maybe try to send it down here into 3. He thinks twice about it. He'll fall in line here in 3rd. I want to watch this 12 car for a second, because it sounds like he might be downshifting here. You can kind of hear the wheels screech a little bit, and that would be a sign that he's shifting it down to 3rd to try to get a good run off the corner. Also kind of see the little tire marks going down into the corner. So, again, something to watch throughout tonight as we go back to our leader, Jack Healy. Healy doing a great job in this waste management machine, really extending his lead right now. Looks like Mikey Murata got into the wall there. We're still green. There you see it. This is a good camera angle to kind of show you how big a lead the 77 car has right now. Just really putting a beating on the field so far tonight. Try to look throughout the pack, see if there's any battles. Trey Coleman speeding on pit road. Sent him to the back. We see the 66 getting to the inside of the 18. Again, that 18 car of Ray Tustin a lap down here. I'm going way back here. Tough night for the 18 Z-Line Designs machine so far. As now making his way up into the booth, the man, the myth, the legend. Hopefully he's got the headset on. Tommy Bordeaux.
You bet I do, Joe. Good to be back up in the booth. Excuse my absence there for the first part of this race, but I'm looking forward to watch the rest of it here with you and all the fans at home.
Yeah, Tommy, we're getting your audio all set up here, trying to make sure you at the proper volume, get you a little louder. In just a second, Bristol hooking all the wires up here, but right now, so far tonight, we've seen an interesting race. A lot of guys down in the garage. We got a caution. It's the 77 of Healy. What happens to our leader here? I have a sneaking suspicion, Tommy, that he just got loose. Going through turns 3 and 4. Oh.
Probably going to be the case here, Joe.
And here it is. Oh, that is... Oh, that's not a good feeling.
Yeah,
oh.
No, Mansfield, my goodness.
Oh, he got hit by the 12 car there.
A little collateral damage on the way by. That's Cal Lovell on the 12. Mansfield, such a difficult track, and I'm sure so far, Joe, you've explained that to the fans, but really hard to get in a rhythm here. Once you get in one, it pays off, but just to run consistently at this track, it's quite the feat.
Oh, for sure. I was just complimenting Mr. Healy about just doing a great job clicking off laps here in the lead after he managed to get out front, and oh, that sucks, right? Spinning from the lead, that's never a good thing.
No, it isn't, Joe. It never is when you're out in front and you feel like you're in control, and then all of a sudden you lose it, both literally and figuratively.
Oh, and it sounds like the 77 car lost the engine. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. On pit road.
We'll have to see if there's anything that team can do. We've seen an engine from the lead below before, near the lead in Davey Hazard last week at Daytona. And that was the Toyota as well.
Right, Tommy, we should have you all hooked up now.
All right.
There we go.
Yeah, the 77 waste management machine, the crew is... They were doing what they were doing in pit lane. It looks like that car's going to roll off under his own power, so not the worst scenario for the 77, but he's going to have a lot of work to do to get back up to his front running position.
Yeah, and Tommy, we saw William Page. He was out front. He started on pole tonight. Had a speeding penalty, though, that he committed, and that sent him to the back. Has not been able to... He's just now gotten back into the top 10. We've seen it's just really hard to pass here at Mansfield.
Well, and that doesn't surprise me, Joe. I ran the Lights race on Monday, and it was much of the same thing. Lights race being sort of an Xfinity series for these guys. Getting the opportunity to test the track out about a week in advance, and that was definitely a theme of that race there. Track position was king, and it was very hard to pass people both on the inside line and the outside line. It was kind of, you know, if you stayed out, I think you have an advantage here. And we'll take a look after this restart here if anybody can have that advantage. So far, though, Joe, it's going to be tough to pull away from anyone too much. I think we're going to see a lot of single file racing.
We're getting ready to go back here. Cal Laval, Huang Do on row 1. Cal's going to have control of this restart. Green flag's back out at Mansfield.
Look at that 12 car in the lead. He's got some pressure from Huang. He's going to look low now in that 54. I don't think he's going to get there, though. Not quite. Cal retains the lead this time as we enter lap 75.
And there you see that 75 car, Davey Hazard. That last caution really helped his whole Martini Havlin team. They took 2 tires last time, under the last caution period. I'm stumbling all over my words, stumbling, a mumbling, a bumbling here, but That caution, though, allowed him to come back down, get back even on the strategy here. Got 4 tires last time by.
Yeah, sometimes things just work out that way for you. And in the Truck Series race last night here at USORL, I think kind of the same thing happened with me. I'm not going to talk too much more about that race because I don't want to seem like I'm gloating or anything. But, you know, Luckins did some good strategy and drove hard and won the race. So sometimes it can come down to some very well-timed yellows that can help a driver out. In this case for Davey Hazard, it did just that.
Now he's going to retain that 3rd spot, but it's all Cal Laval. He was running 2nd for that unfortunate incident for the 77 of Healy. Looks like we're under yellow. Oh, and it's the 42 of William Page, our pole sitter.
More problems for William Page. That's a former champion making his full-time return this season.
We already saw him involved in one incident earlier where a car got loose, and just happens again. He collects our Daytona 250 winner, Noah Joyce there. Just gets loose on the bottom and just overcorrects Tom. He just yanked the wheel right trying to fix it.
Sometimes it happens. It's classic in sim racing. Sometimes you even see it in real life too. I believe the technical term is the iRacing overcorrect. Sometimes you'll think you're saving the car. You know, you put the wheel to one way and then quick jab over the other, and that car just whips around on you. You saw it right there. And unfortunately, Noah Joyce, like you said, our Daytona 250 winner, collected in the incident. Although, Joe, that win locks him into the playoffs anyway, so not too much hurting there.
No,
Yeah,
not
exactly.
too bad, especially for a guy that told us last week that he just feels like he's always just scraping by, getting into the playoffs. This year, not obviously having to worry about that. Just go out, try to win more races, get more playoff points.
Yeah, that's right. Not a whole lot of scraping going on, and that's good if you're a fan of clean windshields.
I love me a clean windshield. What about you? I mean,
I agree. It's annoying when things get dirty on the windshield and I can't see. I wish I had tear-offs for real life, my real life truck. That'd be great.
that would be great. Just whoosh, you know?
Yeah. All too often, bugs aplenty on the front of my truck, and let me tell you.
Well, if you like the conversation about bugs, make sure you hit that like button here on the video. Make sure if you haven't already, you're also subscribed to us here at JTN. Check out the JTN merch store. Check out our Facebook page. Also check out our sponsors, JoeTow Designs. Use code JTN2 at checkout. Clicking the link below, JTN2 at checkout for 10% off your purchase of some great racing merchandise. You can also check out the JTN merch store, as I mentioned. New designs coming out in the next couple weeks or so, Tommy. Something to keep an eye on there if you're looking for some sweet JTN merch. Also check out AutoSim, linked down below to autosim.weebly.com, the premier simulated racing text-based game. I think I got it right. Looks like we should be choosing this time if the trend holds through. Holds here. Ugh. And let's just see. Al, looks like, oh, he fakes high, he goes low. A lot of guys taking the outside towards the front, but then we kind of get the split strategy again throughout the field. That inside, it's really good if you're the leader. Hasn't seemed to be that way, though, if you're sitting in third.
No, it hasn't, Joe. I think one part of that, too, is going to be who's restarting in front of you and whether or not they get a good restart. It kind of depends, definitely, how you end up choosing. You could be on the wrong end of that restart. But here we go. Cal Loval leads them off 4 into the restart zone. Hits the gas, and away we go. Back green at Mansfield.
Cal did a really good job there again with these first 8 or so cars on old tires. Only old by like 3 or 4 laps, so just a little science experiment going on here at the front of the field. Looks like big wiggle there for the 51 of Steelman. He's checking up the field. Davey Hazard looks to the inside there for a second. Cam Barnes, oh, we're getting really tight up through turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, speaking of checking up the field, there's been some shuffling around, too, just ahead of the guys you were just talking about. Zach Krastowski didn't get a great start. Actually got hit in the rear a little bit off of 2 on the initial start, and he's sliding backwards. I'll tell you what, though, Joe, one driver to watch right now, DJ Harris in the 66. He's trying to make the move around the number 8 of Trey Coleman. He's trying to look for, he's already in the top 5 spot right now. At 66, he's having a career run.
He started all the way at the back of the field, Tommy, and doing a great job here working his way up through the field. It's probably the quickest person to kind of march through the field without doing a strategy play. DJ has a great car tonight, was really quick in practice earlier this evening before qualifying, and gotta watch that 66 car because, again, it was quick. Just decided not to go run a qualifying lap, try to save a set of tires.
Yeah, definitely a very much improved driver over maybe some of the other times we've seen him on JTN. He is a winner in the TWB IndyCar Series as well, so we know he has skill behind the wheel. He's proving it today.
Oh, and we're 3 wide coming off turn 4 hazard. Healy, Steelman, bottom to top. Steelman backs off. We're still side by side here, though, with the 77 on the outside, 75 on the inside.
And how about that, Jack Healy? He is recovering nicely. That was definitely a question. Boy, they're getting really racy back here, though, Joe.
They are getting really racy. It kind of makes me scared. Makes my heart beat a little quicker. Ooh, hazard really close there. Got really tight through the center. Again, tonight you're going to see that guy that has the middle line. He's really going to squeeze the guy on the bottom. Make it so he can't open up that steering wheel on corner exit and get as much of a good run off the corner.
You're exactly right, Joe. That's exactly what he's going to try and do. And I think that high line is really where you want to be, but right now Davey Hazard's got it working on the low line. He might be able to clear Jack Healy this time. It's going to be close, perhaps after another set of corners.
Yeah, he throws it down into turns 1 and 2. Maybe a little too much. Oh, and he's clear of him down the back straightaway. He'll get up into that middle groove.
Even if he wasn't quite clear, he certainly made himself clear. Healy looking back on the inside, not going to get it. Hazard's got the spot. He's up to P7.
Go back towards the front of the field. It's Cal Laval and Huang Do 1-2. Huang trying to make the pass. It looks like we got some smoke down the front straightaway. They were still green and clear. It might have been the 2 cars, Sean Whitehill. And a lot of single file right now here, Tommy, and that bodes well for the fans tuning in here. Get to see some more green flag racing action here on JTN. Remember, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. We'll be live again with you tomorrow night, 8:50 p.m. for the Hobo Racing Truck Series season finale from Phoenix, and what should be a great show. You can check out the Hobo Racing Cup Series finale to see probably more of what you'll see. See Huang Do there got a face on his driver. Tommy, we talked about it last week. A lot of great painters for their cars here in this field tonight. Even of race suits, apparently.
That's right, Joe. A lot of these guys, maybe not all of them, but there is a select group of guys who put a lot of effort into their race cars and drivers for this series. And I'll tell you what, USORL, not only is the racing good, but visually, these cars are outstanding. There's a lot of work put into the paint schemes and the track around you tonight. As you can see here in Mansfield, there is some custom USORL graphics, billboards, and some haulers outside of turn 3 as well.
Yeah, and Tommy, where possibly could they find a way to find out more about the USORL? I got you, Tommy. It's down in the link in the description below, where you can sign up on the SMS page for the United States Online Racing League to find out more.
You can only access that if you have internet, though. We'll make the point there.
Well, you know.
100 laps down in this 200-lap race. We're basically at the halfway point, Joe, depending on whether or not we have green-white checkers, and there can be. You mentioned a little bit ago single-file racing, and that's a good thing. I mean, usually we don't associate it too much with being a good thing, but like you said, that means long green flag runs, and this race is going to get really interesting how this develops over a long span of green flag racing, especially on those tires.
I want to see, you know, because last week was Daytona, and Daytona, Talladega, those super speedways. Oh, we got a car. Dewey Schramm hard into the outside wall there in 3 and 4. Looks like we're staying green.
Yeah, I'm not going to bring out a yellow unless he slid back into the racing surface. And looks like, yep, officials are going to throw that yellow flag, Joe.
All right, let's get you a replay, folks.
Oh, we've got another incident involving Austin Hakes on the front stretch.
Get you a replay what happened with Dewey real quick, because we're already there. Here you see him going down into turn 3. He's just going to get really loose. Car goes around, back end smashed. I see what happens with Austin here in the 28 car. Oh, no. Coming down to turn 3. Looks like he gets loose on the bottom. 18 of Tustin maybe comes down a little bit, but that just sends that 28 car around making contact, and he keeps it down there on the bottom. Get a yellow flag, so I'll have to follow the back here, but car looks pretty clean there for Austin and that baloney pony machine.
Well, hopefully not too much damage, and I don't know that damage is going to affect things too much at a track like this. We saw some guys actually do get damage last night at Myrtle Beach in the truck series, and it didn't affect things too much unless, of course, you had heavy engine damage. But like you said, Joe, that 28 car for Hicks, it looks almost like new.
Everyone, Tommy, taking the opportunity, come down pit road, get 4 tires, and fill it up with Sunoco Racing fuel. Probably with that longer green flag run we just had, probably. Well, I don't know. Was that a long green flag run? I think we went back with just, like, what, 6 or 7 laps ago, but we did have some guys...
On the longer side.
On the longer side. That's a good way of putting it. Get to see who comes off pit road first. Here, Calaval, Wang Do, Steven Merzlak, then a jumble of cars here coming off 4th. Looks like Holman, Spencer, Harris, Hazard, Kostowski, Barnes. I'm way up the line. Oh, it looks like Spencer. Oh, and Ray Coleman with speeding penalties here.
Well, that's going to be a big blow. That means they have to go to the end of the longest line. And Joe, I'll tell you what, we talked about how important track position is, and they're going to struggle to gain it back. That's for sure. Still a long time in this race to go, just under halfway, but it's going to be an arduous quest to get up to the front of the field once again.
And again, if we keep getting these little short runs, it's going to really come down to, do you feel comfortable, Tommy, making a strategy call? Because you keep getting short runs, maybe guys are going to keep taking 4 tires, but guys keep taking 4 tires, that means your only opportunity to make up spots is come down, take 2, or stay out. Or take no tires, but, you know.
I don't know, Joe. I mean, I wonder, for these drivers behind the wheel, for me, there was a point in the race on Monday night where I said, all right, this is it. This is my last pit stop, and I'm not pitting again for any reason after this. And hey, I ended up with the top 5, so I think you might see guys that are going to eventually say, you know what, I'm making the last stop, and I'm just out from here on to the end of the race.
See everyone choosing a lot of guys towards the front, taking the outside. Looks like Davey Hazard's going to gain like 3 or 4 positions here, choosing to take the bottom. But it's going to be Calaval with control of this restart again. Huang Do in 2nd, Davey Hazard 3rd, Steven Merzlak in 4th, Cam Barnes 5th, DJ Harris 6th, 7th, Jack Healy 8th, Zach Krastowski 9th, Darren Ingram, and rounding out your top 10, that 3 car, Noah Joyce coming into the restart zone. Calaval has control. Green flags back out at Mansfield. That was a quick one. Whoa.
Yeah, great restart there for Lovell that time. Huang Do didn't quite get to his outside, although he is on the exit of 2.
Oh,
Boy,
we got a car around at the back.
Oh, and that's Trey Coleman in the 8.
Let me tell you, this is why you don't want those pit road penalties. Let's get you a replay. You see it on the restart. The 13 of Spencer to the inside. Oh, Spencer blinks. And just comes back in and makes contact with the 8 of Trey Coleman.
Yeah, that's one of those pitfalls of online racing, Joe. We talked about it back at Daytona last week. Things can happen that you wouldn't see on a normal racetrack, and sometimes you get incidents that you wouldn't see on a normal racetrack. That's one of them there.
Getting word that the 49 car, John Peterson, had an engine expire. Or is he still out on track? No, it looks like
looks like he is out of the race.
A tough break for that 49 crew. Jeff Dixon was qualified 2nd. Tommy already out of this race as well. And Joey Stefano making his first start here this season, also out of the race early.
Yeah, those guys may be out of the race early, but hopefully they still stick around and watch the broadcast on JTN. A lot of great guys there. Had a lot of support from PWB on that 49 car. this evening at Mansfield, and hopefully, Joe, we get a return on our investment at another race. But yeah, not the greatest start for for any of those guys.
Not the greatest start indeed, Tommy. Oh, we're just over halfway here. Thank you so much again, everyone, tuning in tonight. Another Saturday night short track racing action. We'll be back with you again next Saturday for the United States Online Racing League Red Bull Cup Series. Next week from Sin City, Las Vegas. Tommy, you know a thing or two about rolling the dice out in Vegas. It'll definitely be a fun show out there.
Goodness gracious, Joe, I sure do. I'm really excited for that one. You don't know how many times I'm going to be using casino puns in the broadcast. It's going to be a great one.
Well, I'm really excited, but here's a pun about Ohio. Oh, wait, there isn't one because it's Ohio. Aha.
Hey, that's a pretty good one. Hey, Joe, here's something, actually. Every time we say Ohio, right, that's good morning in Japanese.
Huh.
Yeah, makes you think.
Well, it's morning. Well, it'll be morning in about 30 minutes for those on the East Coast. Everyone looks like they're going to be choosing here. Gosh, I hate how these guys, Tommy, they like they're squirming back and forth. It gives me so much anxiety. Don't want to hit that box there that would send you to the back of the field.
No, I wouldn't worry too much, because you know what? If they keep messing around like that, they're going to pay the price if, like you said, they hit that box.
I don't want them to pay the price, Tommy. I want them to have a fun time here tonight.
I do too, Joe. And speaking of a fun time, one guy who is having a fun time right now, that's Cal Lovell up front, ahead of the field. He's going to control this restart. Heading into the Maiko restart zone once again. And he hits the gas. Good start there for the 12. Wong Do hanging on the outside.
Yeah, really good start there compared to last time for the 12, Cal Laval. Didn't get it going last time out. Wong Do was able to give him more of a challenge on that last restart, but there he goes. Got about a car length here coming off turn 4.
And look at Davey Hazard. He's going to slide into third right there. Took that bottom lane.
We got a caution.
Problem. And it looks like everybody's going to go by safely. That spinning car at Cameron Barnes in one of the worst places to be on the racetrack, and everybody avoids them.
We stay green.
Well, we stay green, and Joe, that's going to be big right now. Cal Lovell's pulled away a little bit from Wong Do.
I have no idea how that wasn't a caution.
That's incredible. You know, I think he might have just self-spun, and in that case, self-spins in the USORL aren't yellers. And since nobody hit them, we stay green. Cal Lovell right now just tied his fastest lap of the race right now. He's zooming out there in front. He's got the lead up to 6/10 now over Huang Do. Last run, we were able to see Huang stay close to that 12 car in the longer run. We'll have to see if he has anything for him by the end of this one. Looks like he is losing the 12 just a little bit, but not something insurmountable.
Well, and don't look now, the 66 at DJ Harris. He's made his way up into 4th, and William Page looking to the inside of Merzlak for 5th.
Oh, and Page just put the little bit of a side panel to that 4 car. William Page, you know, he's recovered from a few incidents tonight, really, and the fact that he's running in the top 5. Extremely impressive. That 42 has got a lot of speed.
The one guy who hasn't made a mistake tonight is DJ Harris in the 66. Just had to start at the back, and so did Davey Hazard, and they're battling for 3rd right now here, coming down the back straightaway.
Yeah, the Dollar General car marching up the field, but he's going to have a 42 car that's just screaming right behind him. Jesse Dalton in the 99, slow on the bottom. Still green.
Looked like a scary moment there for just a second. And folks, if there's someone you want to cheer for this year, it's DJ Harris in this 66 car. Like Tommy said, very much improved. We're getting ready, ramping up for this season. And Tommy, what does the driver of the 66 got to do to continue to build on this momentum?
Well, I think, Joe, it's all about being consistent. Got a big break in signing with Jesse Dalton's team, getting some technical support, some setup support, and I think that's really what the missing link was for that 66. We knew he had the talent behind the wheel, didn't quite have the car underneath him. Now he does, and he's making a move on the 75 That's another former champ, Davey
Oh!
Hazard. Whoa, he's going to get it. He's going to take it from him.
Hazard got really loose there through the center. Now he's going to have to hold off that 42 of Page. It's like that 75 car is just starting to lose the back end here.
Yeah, and he's got his PTR teammate, Steven Merzlak, just 2 cars behind him. Slow car on the bottom gets out of the way nicely. But right now, that battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th right now, 3 series champions. How about that, Joe?
Well, and that's just the great competition level you get here at the USORL. And again, you got to check out all of the races here on JTN this season. 24 races for us, Tommy. Again, we'll be back at you next Saturday night at Las Vegas.
It'll be a lot of fun for sure. William Page looking to the inside. Going to be impressive if he can get this move done, I got to say, because that means we'll have seen that inside line make 2 passes on Davey Hazard of late.
You think Hazard's maybe saying, hey, you know, because I'm noticing Davey's not really squeezed in here. He's running a little bit higher, really allowing that guy on the inside to kind of get a little bit, you know, let the wheel turn. As I say that, of course, he kind of holds the 42 of Page down there. All's fair in racing. I think Davey's just kind of giving him a little more room, making him really work those tires.
Yeah, and I think that's a smart move, because if we go longer into this run here, it is going to come down to a tire game, certainly. And right now, don't look now, but Jack Healy has joined this battle for 4th there. That's 77, recovering from a few incidents of his own.
Yeah, and Steven Merzlak now looking to the inside of Page, going down into turn 3. Not there just yet, but enough to... Oh, they make contact coming off of 4.
Contact right there between the 4 and 42. Interesting racing right now. Oh, and the 4 almost gets up into the 77. This is the race right now. It's not up at the lead. Cal Lovell's pulled over a second over Huang Do and the rest of the field. The race right now is for 4th, while DJ Harris is tracking down Huang Do for 2nd.
He's actually to the inside here, Tommy, trying to make another pass on the bottom. Is the 66 of DJ Harris? It's really aggressive going into the corner. Tries to pull up. He's not clear. Oh, he is clear.
He's going to get him this time, Joe. And now he's going to have his sights set on Cal Lovell in the front. That's 2 Fords now leading the field, in a field that does have quite an abundance of Toyotas.
A league that has quite an abundance of Toyotas. I stumble over my words a lot, Tommy, but wow, just a remarkable run by the 66 crew and DJ tonight.
Yeah, no kidding, Joe. Just looking at the fast lap times right now, looking at DJ's fastest lap, it's all over 2/10 faster than our leader, Cal Lovell.
Wow. 2/10?
2/10, and that time by, he was another 1/10.5 faster than our leader. He's going to catch him if this thing keeps going green out here. But you got to wonder, are his tires going to be okay?
Yeah, you got to wonder if Cal's maybe playing the veteran game, saving those tires a little bit here. They're coming up on lap traffic, too, so that might make this shake out a little differently. The first time we're going to see these guys get up to lap traffic.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting here, Joe, because it's going to depend on what kind of line lap traffic takes, because I think, you know, that's the hard part. To get a really optimal lap around here, you don't just use the bottom or just use the top. You know, you really kind of slide that car around and find where the grip is, carry your momentum as much as you can through the corner. Dewey Schramm goes high, and I think we'll see more of that to come.
Yeah, Dewey gave him a lot of room there through turns 3 and 4. He does the same for DJ, but DJ is just hunting down this number 12 car right now.
He's closed the gap immensely in these past couple laps. A second in about 2-3 laps, and it's going to be even less than, looks like 0.3 of a second separating these leaders. And time's winding down, Joe. Fuel shouldn't be a factor. These guys have got plenty of gas. It's all about tires.
Well, don't look now. That's DJ's teammate, Jesse Dalton, right in front of the 12 of Cal. Dalton does a good job, but that's... Oh, Cal couldn't get the momentum off the corner because that 99 car was to the outside.
It's going to be difficult for DJ. I don't think it's going to be too difficult, actually. You know, he's his way up through the field pretty easily. I think it's going to be difficult for Cal Lovell to hold on to the lead. He's not going to be able to. DJ Harris to the lead.
What a run right now by this 66 team, and DJ Harris takes the lead here on lap 144.
We've got something special in that Dollar General Ford Mustang, that's for sure. The 66 car made his way starting from the back of the field, has made up all those spots, and now is at the top.
Have you ever seen just such an impressive run, hearing that we got pit reporter Bristol's hearing that this is a Gen 4 car, underneath the 66 of DJ.
Well, I don't know, Joe. I mean, couple months ago, the ARCA series ran here, and I got to say, maybe there's some things that team picked up from that run.
He's looking to put down, put Mikey Murata a lap down here. Ooh. Mikey gives him the space.
Struggling a little bit. He struggled on Monday as well, and I think tonight you're seeing kind of a different race than we had Monday. This one has gone green for a lot longer. I think that 55 just wasn't really suited for that long run.
Yeah, really remarkable run going on right now, Tommy's. We're closing in on 50 to go.
Yeah, Joe, these laps are ticking by super fast. Lap times here, just south of 16 seconds, maybe a little bit north as well. So really, I mean, I guess the pace that DJ Harris is setting is not one to go off of because it is just so much faster than everybody. Almost nobody in the same zip code at this point.
Working out of the inside of the 11 car of Ruiz here. Gonna put that car lap down. And the more cars he puts a lap down too, Tommy, that's gonna help him if we get a yellow here because that's cars that can't come down pit road, make a strategy call to try to get to the front.
Yeah, you know, he's gonna want to lap as many as he can, not just because if we have a yellow, but also just for a sense of pride. I've had a couple occasions where I've managed to lap the whole field and win a race. And I gotta say, it feels pretty good, Joe. You feel like you were the man out there. I don't know if he's gonna lap everyone here today, but the more cars he laps, the more he also proves that he's a force to be reckoned with in the USORL Red Bull Cup Series.
Well, Tommy, one guy I've had my eye on, it's the 75 of Davey Hazard. Really struggling right now here on track. Car looks like it's just getting wicked loose on him through the center of the corner.
The Haviline Martini machine looks like it had maybe a few too many martinis. Struggling for grip and traction out there and kind of sliding all over the joint. The 75 team hasn't had the best start to the season. Last week at Daytona, an expired engine, even though they sat on the pole. So that 75 team looking for a rebound here. I have no doubt he will, but so far a tough start to the season for the PTR crew.
Oh, and Trey Coleman's around. Oh, he saves it. We're still green. It's really hard racing here through the mid-pack.
A couple laps ago, you saw Dewey Schramm get into the wall out of 4. These guys are dicing back in the field. Make no mistake, Joe, they're racing hard, but it almost doesn't even matter because right now, DJ Harris has got over a 2-second lead.
Garrett Sidner trying to go to the outside of the one car. Zach Krastowski. Looks like he'll have the momentum down the back straightaway here, Tommy, for position. Oh, he might hit the wall there a little bit. Not good.
And he just put down Noah Joyce another lap. That 3 car who won last week. Again, Joe, kind of just cruising out there, I gotta say.
Hey, man. Sometimes it's really hard to get back up on race day 1 week later after winning the biggest race of the year. But tough night for Noah, but again, he's got to look at it. Hey, I won Daytona last week. These tough nights, they're A-okay with me. I'm already in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's right, Joe. It changes your mindset, really. But I gotta say, you always want to go out there and compete at the highest level you can, no matter what race it is, no matter if you're locked in or what. But, you know, it makes the bad nights feel a little bit better. You're not as bad.
And one guy to watch, too. He started on pole tonight. He's worked his way up to 3rd. It's William Page in this 42 car. Made his way past the 54 of Huang Do.
Yeah, that time William Page a little bit faster, just a hair faster than the 66 of DJ Harris. So I think if anyone has anything for Harris, it's going to come from that 42 car.
Well, and Will's got to be careful. He's made a bunch of mistakes tonight speeding on pit road that's really cost him track position and made it so he's not, right now, doesn't seem like that 42 car is in contention to win this race, even though they have plenty of speed behind the wheel of that machine.
He's got a lot of ground to make up, make no mistake. He can keep chipping away at it, but with less than 40 to go, he's definitely going to have to get on it in that 1+ Toyota Camry.
Fuel might be a factor down there on pit road, Tommy.
It could be. I didn't think we were going to be that close, but for some guys that have stayed out consistently again and again, it might actually play into this thing, and more than likely. Oh, we got a car around up top. It's Matthew Steelman in turn number 4.
Bring out a yellow. Maybe, maybe not.
Word from the officials yet. Looks like we're staying green. Might have been just a single car incident. 51 up and going again. We stay green.
Hearing a lot of clutching right now, Tommy.
What that means, Joe, for someone who might not be familiar with what clutching is and how that helps save fuel, it's how you save fuel on NR 2003 and iRacing and, well, online racing in general. Basically, you're pushing in the clutch and the turns, trying to get off the gas as much as possible and save all the fuel you can in order to go farther on one tank of gas. A master of it, Ryan Pace, has won a lot of fuel mileage races. And boy, if he was out here tonight, I'm sure he'd be loving it.
He'd be licking his chops right now over the fact that we'd have a short track fuel mileage race, and I'm sure he's doing it in the chat right now.
Yeah, I can hear him in the chat, actually. Clutch, clutch, clutch.
William Page closing in on the back of Calaval. I also heard reports that some guys were shifting down into third here, Tommy.
Yeah, Joe, it's possible depending on the setup, and it's interesting that you bring that up because it was something that I kind of experimented with on Monday night when I was testing my setup. I was changing some gear ratios. I didn't find third gear to be beneficial, but I didn't win the race, so who knows? Maybe it is.
William Page now had a big moment a couple corners ago. Long Dodo was inside here for the... Oh, we got the 13 Austin Spencer around. Like we're going to stay green still.
The Culver's Mustang looks like he just got loose out there. As these tires fade, these guys are going to lose control more and more.
Culver's is a good place to eat, huh?
It's a terrific place to eat. My brother actually went to Culver's today, and he sent some pictures back of his delicious butter burger. My goodness, it is so good. I wish we had them out west.
That's okay. You got other good stuff out west. Like the sun. The sun's nice.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I do like the sun. Big fan.
Closing in on 25 laps to go in this race. DJ Harris out front with Cal Laval in second. William Page has retaken that third position here after starting on pole tonight. Trying to close back in on second place Cal Laval. Hearing that pit gas might be a factor here, so we're going to keep an eye on our leaders and if they come to pit road. But right now, DJ Harris, again, normally when these guys are this fast, Tommy, I say they're putting on a clinic, but DJ has only been leading for the last, 40, 50 laps or so.
Well, that may be the case, but also keep in mind how quick these last 40, 50 laps have gone, too, since we've had this long green flag run. I mean, we're 25 laps to go at this point, and it feels like this race just started. I guess I was a few laps late, sure, but I gotta say, Joe, the pace he's putting on is incredible. Speaking of pace, though, a couple positions back from him, William Page, 0.3 faster that last time by. If anybody's got anything for DJ Harris, it's going to be William Page.
And Page has now moved into second, so he's going to have to try to hunt down this 66 car. You can kind of see the gap here. Here's the 42. There's the 66 in front of the 99 of Dalton there.
Time by another 0.3 taken out of Harris's lead by William Page. William Page, that's going to be plenty of time for him to get up there, but one thing is to get up there, the other is to make the pass. We'll have to see. Oh, but we got problems in turn 2, right ahead of our leaders. It's Cameron Barnes around.
Like we're staying green. Officials not wanting to let a caution play into the end of this race.
Yeah, we stay green so far. That time by, DJ Harris's pace has really slowed down, Joe. He might be saving fuel. That or the tremendous pace he put on earlier might have cost him in the tire department. He's going to have to ring up Goodyear and say, what happened?
Goodyear would say, well, DJ, you used them up. We told you to run a little bit softer, and you just kept running too hard. You could also think maybe that 66 played around with the pressures a little bit that might cause it to maybe be really quick on the short run and intermediate and then really fall off as we got cars pitting here. 7 to Cam Barnes, 25 Randall Coleman making his first start tonight coming to pit road.
I think you might see some guys who haven't pitted in a long time come down to the pit road and take on fuel. I don't know if they're going to take tires or not. Likely at the end of this long run they might have to, But right now, Joe, hey, there goes Davey Hazard down there. Looks like we are going to have some pit stops.
Oh boy, pit stops.
Probably the best thing for these guys is just to spend the shortest amount of time on pit road you can. There's our leader, DJ Harris. He's coming down. Oh, and we've got an incident out of turn 2. That's going to bring out the yellow.
And it's the 28 of Austin Hakes. Well, this changes everything, Tommy. This changes everything.
Well, it does, Joe. I mean, we thought we were going to have some late race pit stops on the green flag that would decide it, but instead we're going to have a late race restart. And we have less than 20 to go. It's going to be a nail biter.
Jack Krastowski slows down. It looks like he was about half the car length on the track. Austin, where to go, runs in the back of him, and that's collects Jack Healy as well, who gets into the back of the 28 car, and that 28 all bent up on the back end.
Yeah, pretty rough night for Austin Hakes. He's been involved in a few incidents now. I know the setup he's running is probably similar to what I ran on Monday. It's not the best in the world, but certainly getting involved in an accident and getting turned doesn't help your case at all.
This guy's piling in here. Nowhere to go. Everyone committing to the bottom there.
Well, okay, Joe, now's decision time. When you come down pit road, if you feel like you need to, which I believe most are, do you take 2? Do you take 4? Do you take none? What's your call, crew chief?
Oh, man. I don't know. If I'm that 66 car, I gotta think I'm gonna take 4. I know I'm really quick. I'm out front, and he's got a big gap on second and third place right now, so I'm taking 4, man. I'm taking 4.
Would you want to know what I would do?
What would you do?
I would take 2, maximum.
Oh, boy. Tell me
track
why.
Track position is just so huge, and you really want to be able to pick where you want to be and be the highest up in the order you can with that restart choose cone that we have now in the USORL Cup Series. So I do think 2 tires is the way to go. Let me see what DJ took this last time by. He took 4.
And it looks like he's going to win the race off pit road.
I think everybody's going to be taking 4, Joe. I mean, I don't know, though. If I'm a guy that took 2, I'd be sitting in the lead right now. I think.
Well, you're not out there on track. And you didn't take 2, Tommy. And look who our leader is. It's still DJ. Look at me go with my strategy call here up on top of the JTN box.
Hello, Joe. You won this round for sure, but we'll see who wins this race.
We'll see how this shakes out. DJ Harris in the number 66, looking like it's going to be a career night for the driver of the Dollar General Mustang. We'll see what happens. Knock on wood. Don't want to give him the announcer's jinx or anything here at the end of this thing. But that 66 car just really fast. But he has William Page behind him. Steve Merzlak up towards what's the running order, Tommy?
Well, right now, Joe, we got DJ Harris in the 66 out in front in second place. It's the 4 car, last season's champion, Steve Merzlak. Behind them is the number 16 of Garrett Stidnor, the 8 of Trey Coleman in 4th, and Jack Healy in 5th place in the Waste Management Toyota. And one character up there who has made his way into the top 10, if you can believe it, the 55 of Michael Murata. How about that?
Yeah, Mikey, all right. Currently out front here. He's going to get the wave around.
That's impressive. Not the best luck on the USORL racing circuit in any series, really, for that 55. He's had some hard times, sometimes in broadcasts as well. But that 55 team, boy, if they can get it going here tonight and finish with the top 10, that'd be a huge momentum boost for them.
Looks like we're choosing here. DJ's going to take the bottom. Merzlak takes the top. Sidner the top. Trey Coleman the bottom. And you see the rest of the field shaking out.
Oh, great camera for the choose cone. It's like it was meant to be.
We try. Bristol tries. He tries. But it's going to be DJ Harris, Steve Merzlak, Trey Coleman, Garrett Sidner, Jack Healy, who has a really strong car in that 77. Ray Tustin, who's outside, row 3. Row 4, Cal Laval and William Page. They were running second and third. Now they're back there a little ways. Matt Steelman and the 3 of Noah Joyce rounding out your top 10 on this restart. DJ Harris.
Here goes DJ into the Myco restart zone, which is 10 laps to go. He hits the gas, gets a great launch from Steven Merzlak, getting pressure now from Trey Coleman on the bottom.
And Tommy, this is our TWB 10 to go.
That's right, Joe, and on behalf of TWB, I'd like to advertise GardenLightsDirect.com. From porches to patios and more. Oh, we got an incident in turn number 4.
Oh, and
Visit GardenLightsDirect.com. Let's take a look at this crash.
Tustin up and over. Oh boy. Oh boy, Tommy. Oh boy. You want to finish that while we get the replay
well,
up?
I'd love to, Joe. Yeah. As Bristol fetches that replay, again, on behalf of TWB, it's GardenLightsDirect.com for porches, patios, and more for your lighting needs. And right now, going on is the Black Friday sale. Save up to 30% on lights for the holidays and beyond. Free shipping until December 1st. Visit GardenLightsDirect.com. That's GardenLightsDirect.com. And that's your TWB 10 to go.
And here's the replay. Tustin getting loose into turn 3. William Page barely squeaking by there. That 18 car then comes back down. 99 and Dalton, nowhere to go, makes contact, and 18 up and over. How many times do you see a car flip like that on a short track, Tommy?
Not too many times, Joe. We even saw it at Kansas this year, but again, that's a bigger track. On a track like this short as like Mansfield, I'm kind of surprised.
One guy that might be okay with the quick caution here is this 66 of DJ Harris. Caution laps aren't a bad thing right now for DJ out front. Means less laps that he's going to have to try to hold off these hungry drivers behind him.
Yeah, and an important thing to recognize here is in the USORL, that leader has control over the restart. So anywhere in that restart zone, he can go. And that can be a really big advantage if you time it right. Depending on who's also in second place lined up beside you. I know if, Joe, let's say you're leading and you're calling the green and I'm in second place, you're probably going to have 3 or 4 car lengths on me before you get into turn number 1 because I don't know how to restart. I'm like Jeff Gordon out there. So definitely see that might come in to be a factor here as we look like we're choosing now. As in next time.
No, I was like, there's no way DJ just took the top. We've seen all night long that the top is a little bit better on the restart, unless you're the guy that has control. We've seen the guy that has control of the restart always taking the bottom here. So if you're a guy towards the back, you see a bunch of guys take the top, you're going to the bottom, right?
Well, I would think so. Track position's huge. Even though you might be on the bottom, which is not the preferred line on the restart for when you're back in the field, I think it does come down to just track position and trying to gain as many spots as you can. I think that's really what's important right here.
We'll see what happens choosing this time. Bye.
DJ takes the bottom. Trey Coleman on top now. That's going to bring Steven Merzlak into third. And we're going to restart with just 4 laps to go.
That's going to be crazy, Tommy. 4 laps to go for DJ Harris to try to win here at Mansfield. From the back to the front, he's going to have a couple hungry... he's going to have a guy that's got a great sponsor if you're hungry on the hood. There's outside and Trey Coleman, that 8 car in DQ machine. Steven Merzlak third. Garrett Sinder fourth, and Jack Healy rounding out your top 5. Field makes its way through turns 3 and 4 for what we hope is the last restart of the night. Into the restart zone, DJ Harris goes. Green flag, we're racing once again at Mansfield.
Yep, and another huge restart right there for that 66. Trey Coleman able to slide down in front of Steven Merzlak. Right now, it's Harrison Coleman with just 4 laps to go.
Healy towards the back there. You see him in that 77 car. Really loose through the corner. Trey Coleman, though, he's going to have to try to run down this 66 of DJ Harris. 3 laps remaining.
I think anyone else is just too far back to make a move. It's going to have to be Trey Coleman to try and stop DJ Harris en route to his first career USORL Red Bull Cup Series victory. But that $66 General Ford Mustang has certainly been quite the leader here today. Once he took that lead, Joe, it seemed like there was nobody that was ever going to be taking it away from him. And we are crossing down into 1 lap to go.
1 lap to go. One more time for DJ Harris to get that elusive first career victory. He keeps it clean off of turn 2, into turns 3 and 4, sends it through the corner. Coming off of turn 4, DJ Harris will win at Mansfield.
How about that? Fastest by far.
Ray Tustin on his roof again.
Not a great night for that 18. They're all wrecking up after this thing's over. And how about that? 2 weeks in a row, two first-time winners in the Red Bull Cup Series here on JTN. What do you know about it?
Hey, what do you know? Maybe we're good luck for these guys that need that first career W. DJ Harris brings it around to the front straightaway to collect his first career checkered flag. Whew, burn it down, Mr. Harris.
How about that? From north of the border, getting it done at Mansfield, Ohio. And he had to work for it, Joe. Gained a lot of spots there on that long green flag run, took the lead away from Cal Loval, and never looked back.
Tommy, donuts are always just so sweet, especially during the first victory. He takes the Polish victory lap around here. Oh, maybe not. He's gone.
No, I've done that before. I always like to do a Polish victory lap, but I forget here at USORL, since these races have extensions on the green flag laps in case there needs to be green light checkered. You get DQ'd if you go backwards. So,
Well, Tommy, we're gonna get into our post-race coverage here on JTN. You know what time that means. It's time for our podium interview with our top 3 finishers on the night. I get the results on the screen. Why don't you bring in, well, you know what, Tommy? You take your pick of who you want out of this podium tonight.
well, we're going to build the suspense tonight. We're going to work from third to first. Right away, it's going to be Garrett Sidnor. Let's bring him on down.
Welcoming him in post-race to the JTN booth, Mr. Garrett Sidner, driver number 16 at Crunchyroll Machine tonight, finishing third at Mansfield. Garrett, what a race. That was short track.
My God. Yeah, that's some good short track racing right there. I had a blast, man. I was up front early, made some mistakes about a little bit before halfway. We just kept clawing our way back, and we got to be in the window. I really wish we went green there, though, because everybody was pitting, and we were good to make it. But, man, finished in third. That's a good start to the season.
Yeah, Garrett, you did start near the front. You were up there, but it looked like for a long time, especially in that green flag run there, you kind of weren't really up in our ticker towards the front. You were back a little bit, but you made your way up to third place. Take us through that final restart. It must have been chaotic.
Yeah, it surely was, and gonna reiterate back to the before that really quickly, but we got shuffled back to like 17th, and then we were just picking cars off the long run, and the high side was really where I was strong, so that's the only way we could pass cars. But man, on that final restart, I knew we were in position to at least get third with being on the second on the outside. Man, just DJ had a fast car, and I couldn't get around Trey all night, so. But glad to get a third place out of that. That was fun.
You mentioned that. One last quick question about the race tonight. You mentioned it was hard to pass. You couldn't get around Trey. Was there certain guys out there that were just harder to pass, or was it just hard to pass all night with the way the line kind of set up for the track?
I really think it's a mixture of both, because the outside lane was definitely the preferred lane, and I could, with my car, you could get a run off the corner. There's certain people, though, based on how I've raced them in the past and how they raced me, it was a little bit harder to get around. And then there were some, like my teammates, that were a little bit more easier to get around, because I could dive it on the bottom and I could slide up to the top and they'd give me room. So, I mean, it's just things like that. But yeah, it was very hard to pass here tonight.
Well, hard to pass, but you did get it done towards the end and came away with a great third place finish. A fantastic points day for one of our drivers that was in the Final Four last season at Homestead. Garrett, before we let you go, anyone you want to thank tonight?
Obviously, I want to thank Crunchyroll for this special paint scheme on the hood tonight. Got plenty more coming this season. I'd like to thank Dr. Pepper, M&M's, Double Mint, all my sponsors at Games 123, and all my teammates that worked with me tonight. And shout out to DJ. Hell yeah, man. Great win.
Great win for DJ tonight, and a great finish for you tonight, Garrett. Third place at Mansfield. Good luck next week at Vegas, and keep that momentum rolling. We're building momentum early on in the season. Even though you had it all at the end of the last year, finishing that Final Four.
Yeah. Keep it up with the new team. We're going to keep pushing forward.
Hey, mark of a good driver. Garrett Sidner, driver number 16. Congratulations on the third place finish.
Thank you.
Tommy, like you said, we're going to keep working our way up. Why don't you bring in second place finisher, Trey Coleman?
Well, here he is, Trey Coleman. It's Joe and Tommy up in the JTN booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you. How you doing tonight?
Hey, well, very good. You were very good as well in that Dairy Queen machine. Had a couple of incidents that you rebounded from greatly and ended up second place. A fantastic finish for you tonight. Take us through your race.
Well, the number 8 Dairy Queen Camaro was really fast. Those sponsors over at Turn Left and Dairy Queen did a really great job of setting up the car this weekend. But every session, well, obviously, we finished second at 66. DJ Harris, really great win for him. We couldn't catch it. Like, I don't know what it was. That man was flying, and that was awesome. But we had a couple I had a couple speeding penalties early in the race and kept getting in the back when I was trying to push it on pit row and get a couple more positions. But I really think we had a good rebound there. We got saved by that late race yellow. Uh, so yeah.
We saw.
And
Good.
well, I was just going to say, Trey, you mentioned rebound, not just in this race, but for your season overall. Not the best finish last week at Daytona, but you come away with a second place here, led a lap, and now you're up to sixth in points. So it's a good points day for you as well, and that's always important to consider when it comes playoff time. You want to build up that strong foundation with a good early season start, and it looks like you're well on your way to that.
Yeah, we really got an opportunity to step up there in points. We were kind of in a hole after Daytona with the unfortunate wreck coming in prior to the last overtime. Darren and I were leading that line at Daytona. Outside line came, got the 3 lines. But it's a really great finish for us and the Turn Left guys, and I really think we'll have some good momentum heading into next week at Las Vegas.
And looking ahead to Las Vegas, you had the one run last week that wasn't good, the run this week that was really good. What do you guys have to do to make next week more like this week and not like week 1 at Daytona?
Well, we need a little bit of luck to go go our way. But last year at Las Vegas and several times going to Las Vegas, I'm on the USORL. We ran, I think, second and fourth. So I'm not too worried about speed per se, but just remaining consistent. And if we make any mistakes, being able to get back up there before the end of the event.
And Trey, before we let you go, again, congratulations. Second place finish. Great rebound after last week. Anyone you want to shout out, thank before we let you go?
Well, let me thank Turn Left Racing Inc., Zach Krastowski, my teammates Jeff Dixon, Antonio Ruiz, Randall Coleman for making an appearance. That was pretty awesome tonight. JTN as well. I appreciate you guys putting on the broadcast, Joe and Tommy. And yeah, that's everybody I'd like to thank. I appreciate it.
And we appreciate you taking the time after the race, Trey. Go celebrate that second place finish.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Perhaps with some Dairy Queen.
Yes, Blizzard.
Get it. What kind of blizzard?
Probably like a Royal Cheesecake Blizzard, something like that.
There we go. Good man. Good man. Trey Coleman, driver of the number 8 Dairy Queen machine. Congratulations, bud.
Thank you.
It's that time, Joe. Man of the hour.
Man, you got this one. You got this one. Introduce him.
Yeah,
Hype him up.
absolutely.
Hype him up.
Like a training scene from Rocky Balboa, punching his way up through the field to win the race. It's one of the greatest improvement stories we've seen in the USORL in quite some time. From last to first and a commanding victory, it's the 66 of DJ Harris winning at Mansfield. Welcome to the booth, DJ.
Thank you, guys. It's a pleasure to be here.
DJ, a first win is always special, and we saw it last week with Noah Joyce at Daytona. For you, this means a lot as well, coming from north of the border down to race here at Mansfield tonight. DJ, take us through the race tonight from last to first.
Well, before we in qualifying, I went to go put out a lap, and I wanted to fix something with the setup, and then I kind of backed out of qualifying, so I aborted it. So I had to start from the back. But I knew we had a fast piece. It was really tough to try and get through the field because the bottom was so fast, but the guys on the high line got the runs off, and it just came down to the pace and also some cautions and some other race incidents that really helped us vault up the standings. So it was just kind of one of those textbook races from me. I came in here this season looking for top tens. That was the goal, top tens, and to win tonight is just, I'm still shaking.
Well, there's nothing like a win, especially one early on in the season, especially a first win. And DJ, we saw you move up through the field with ease compared to everyone else. Was it just the car was just that good, or you were just that determined to make up all those spots after trouble in qualifying?
I think with a fast car, a very well set up car, comes that confidence to wheel it. So I think with the fast car we had, I had a little bit more confidence this week. So yeah, I think both really played into effect this week.
Well, DJ, you only get one first win, and I'm sure you will celebrate it very hard, I'm sure. But before you go and do that, is there anyone you'd like to thank tonight?
Absolutely. I want to thank Jesse Dalton. Last year at the end of the season, after John and I finished up our little stint together, I was just going to go back to racing my 78 for my own team. But Jesse said, "Hey, I want you on my team next year." And I said, "Hell yeah, let's go." And so thanks to him for picking me up. I want to thank Dollar General, Scuttle Tight, Jiffy Lube, Freight Auctions, Conic Minolta, my own sponsor, just everybody back at the shop as well that makes these cars so fast. So I'm excited and to see where the rest of this season goes.
Well, and DJ, load of pressure has to be off your shoulders too. You're in the playoffs. Congratulations on win number 1, and here's to many more coming down the road.
Guys, appreciate it.
Jay Harris, driver number 66, Dollar General Ford Mustang. Tommy, what a night! What a night! Short track racing in the middle of nowhere, Ohio. Just it's gonna be a place that's always special to who you heard from last, DJ Harris.
Yeah, and who would have thought that somewhere in Ohio would be special to somebody? I mean, yeah, there's Akron, I guess, but other than that, I don't know. But jokes aside, Joe. First wins are always so special. For me, like you said, for me, Dover is a really special place for me. That was where I got my first Fast Cup Series win. And no matter where you get your first win, you're always going to remember that track, that race, and what a way, like you said, Joe. He just cut his way through the field like nobody else could tonight, and went out there and won that race.
Went out there and won the race and just took it. You see the standings on your screen. Jack Healy with the points lead after tonight's finish. Had the top 3 last week, finishing 6th tonight. Merzlak, Noah Joyce, Sean Whitehill, Zach Kristowski are top 5 in points. And really, Tommy, early on in the season, those points, they don't mean too much because we still got a long ways to go. But are there any names up there that you're kind of a little surprised to see, and maybe some names that you're kind of shocked aren't also up there in the points?
Well, I'm not shocked to see Steven Merzlak or Jack Healy towards the top of the points board for sure. But I want to give a shout out to Sean Whitehill and Zach Kostowski. Take a look at those guys in 4th and 5th, especially Sean Whitehill. Sean Whitehill, Joe, he's known for the guy that comes in and races Rockingham once a season, and that's it. Here he is right now putting together what could be a full season campaign and is out there 4th in points right now after the 2 races. I mean, pretty impressive stuff for that team, the whole 12 car.
Yeah, and Tommy, what we've done, with talking more about Sean Whitehill because he drives for Team Tawanski, what we've done is we've just really tried to build a program there for Sean to go out and be successful. We've gone, we've pick and choose races a lot of times, and this year we really wanted to let him go out there and try to go out and try to drive for a championship. So we tried to do that with him, but it goes to show you, Noah Joyce winning last week, winning his first career race, DJ this week winning his first career race. It shows you that anything can and will happen here at the United States Online Racing League as long as you're determined enough to get it done.
Yeah, and not just with this league either, but also any league you can watch on the JoeTowNetwork, JTN. We've seen a lot of great finishes, first-time winners, and more. So make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you're enjoying this content and want to see more exciting races, finishes, winners, and crummy jokes from the broadcast booth.
Hey, we do our best up here at the JTN booth. Tommy, one final word from you. Sum up this race.
DJ Harris was fast, and he was faster than anyone else, and he won the race.
Hey, I like it. Plain and simple. Well, that'll conclude our coverage tonight here, folks. Again, make sure if you haven't already, hit the like button on the video. Subscribe to us here at the JoeTowNetwork, JTN. Head over to our Facebook page. Give us a like over there, too, if you haven't already. But great way to keep in touch with us. And to get in touch with us if you have an online racing league that you want broadcast. Because, boy, howdy, do we love to do this thing. And you can get in contact with us about pricing and the like. For everyone here at JTN, for Bristol, our producer, for Tommy Bordeaux, my commentary buddy tonight, I've been Joe Tawanski. Make sure you check us out tomorrow night, 8:50 p.m. Eastern, for the Hobo Racing League Truck Series Championship race from Phoenix. So long for now. Spread peace, love, and happiness to all those that cross your path. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night for another great one. And if not then, well, somewhere down the road, because you'll know where to find us right here at the JoeTow Network. Thank you so much for watching.